People don't deserve your respect. Okay, next speaker, Shirley.
Hello everybody, can you really hear me at the back? Way back there? I have to shout, right, I'm going to shout, I haven't shouted for years. Thank goodness to be able to shout. Right up close to the mic. First of all, full honour and respect to the original people of this land who I never forget. I am Shirley the Bag Lady. I started being a bag lady in 2001 in response to what the Howard government was doing or not doing with plastic bags. And guess what? I actually got the Howard government somehow to fund a project about plastic bags. It was called the National Plastic Bag Awareness Week. The NPBAW, if you like. I wasn't funded to do this. I was happy that somebody else was doing it for me. Clean Up, Woolies, Coles, all sorts of big organisations, but the meetings were very boring. So, somehow or other I created the character of Bag Lady. And as soon as I created the character of Bag Lady, good things started to happen to me. I started to meet people of all ages, from 3 to 93, who would come up and say to me, "What are you doing in them bags?" Right, so in Northern Ireland, I started this thing called ASAP, which means living ASAP, living as sustainably as possible. Thank you, dear friends. I've been doing it now for 15 years plus whatever, I don't know. I am totally happy. I do without all the crap things and I try to support all the good things. So it's wonderful to see faces around me who I know are on the same wavelength. Please, can I say to you that the only reason I'm on this platform at the moment is because Sue Morrison rang me this morning and said she was feeling sick and she couldn't come and fill this spot. And Sue Morrison has been on my radio show, the Global TV show, many, many times. She has great wisdom, great knowledge, and great inspiration. So I want us all to send our love to Sue Morrison today. Thank you. So I haven't prepared a speech, I'm just speaking totally from the heart. And I want to say that as Bag Lady, I have met thousands of school children. We are now working with 14 million eco-school children. Eco-schools has just come to Australia. We have worked with the Parliament, with the government in Northern Ireland, and more than half of the Northern Ireland Assembly, the power-sharing government, has signed the ASAP pledge to give up one thing, to take up one thing, and to make a difference to our world. The whole world, in my view, is coming to this incredible party, but it's not a fun party only, it's a very serious thing. So I'm actually going to put out a personal appeal. Could the Greens and the ALP really work together? Because the only way we're going to get rid of this mob is together. Thank you.
Okay, just a reminder, there is a board up here. If anybody wants to speak, come and put your name on the board. Okay, we're going to now have a poem from a fellow called Wynn Jones, and then hopefully with a set of drummers called Hand and Feet Drummers, which should follow him.
Yeah, that's fine, thanks. Just give me a second while I find this bloody thing, because we've just had a big session of the Dennis Kevin's Poets Breakfast, which I've been at for 20 years, and they're taking my pack off. They think I shouldn't be in the wilderness anymore, and I think that's right. Dennis wrote this in 1985. In 1964, I was a member of the Colong Foundation, which it is now, that saved the Southern Blue Mountains.
People can't see.
I'm still a member of the Colong Foundation. This poem he wrote was for all Australians. At first he called it Our White Man. And then he changed it later, and I was there the day he changed it in my house at Blackheath. He changed it to Our Brother. Our brother, I'm searching for the sites sacred to you, where you walk in silent worship and you whisper poems too, where you tread like me in wonder and your eyes are filled with tears when you see the tracks you've travelled down your 50,000 years. I'm searching round Australia, I'm searching night and day for a sight to you so sacred that you won't give it away for a bit of coloured paper. Say the church you're knocking down, or the rocks, your nation's birthplace by the bridge in Sydney town. Your cathedrals I have entered, I have seen the empty aisles where a few knelt down in sorrow. Where were all the children's smiles? Big cathedrals full of beauty, opal glass and gleaming gold, and an old man in an overcoat who had crept in from the cold. Your schools, I drifted through them, heard the sound of swishing canes, heard the shouts of angry people, crushing flowers in our brains, heard the bark up on the rostrum, where the powers had their say. Shouldn't children's hearts be sacred, though they're made like mine of clay? Where's your wonder? Where's your worship? Where's your sense of holy awe when I see those little children torn apart by fear of war? What is sacred to you, brother? What is sacred to your clan? Are your totems rainbow feathered? Is there dreaming in you, man? Sacred, sacred, sacred. Gee, you chuck that word about, and when the echoes answer sacred, sacred louder still you shout, and the echoes come in patterns, and then louder every one, till they meet like waves together and go bang, just like a gun. Sacred. Hesitating now, a film is reeling through my brain and through my memory of our sacred rendezvous, of our meeting, of our parting, of my tears as sweet as ice, of my numb incomprehension, of a shattered paradise. Sacred, oh so sacred, was our sacred rendezvous, and your ferocious anger when you found we weren't like you. But if I should make an act of faith in a voice both firm and clear that there's something sacred to me, you start drowning in your beer. What is sacred to you, brother? What is sacred to your heart? Is Australia just a quarry for the bauxite belts to start, where the forests are forgotten and the tinkling of the bell is a bellbird in the mountains, just something more to sell? Ah, brother, I'm searching for the site sacred to you, but the rivers, clear as crystal, smell like sewerfuls of spew from the pipe and pump polluters and the nukes that fleck the foam. Would you let a man with dirty boots go walking through your home? Sacred means that's sacred. It's where the spirits rise, where the rainbow wings of sunset on the edge of paradise. Sacred. That's my father. That's my daughter. That's my son. Sacred where the dreaming whispers hope for everyone. In the silence of the grottos of Australia's sunny land, stand together with the Kooris and the Murrays. Stand together, hand in hand. Open eyes to endless beauty and to spirits far and near, for Australia is our country. It is sacred to us here. Ah, brother, I'm searching for the site sacred to you, where you walk in silent whisper and you whisper poems too, where you tread like me in wonder and your eyes fill up with tears as you see the tracks you've travelled down your 50,000 year. Yes, the long, long tracks you've travelled. All those 50,000 years. Thanks, Dennis Kevins.